Hey y'all, today we are going to be creating a drawing of a seascape which has warm colors in the sky and cool colors in the sea. So let's start by having our paper landscape, meaning long from side to side. I'm gonna draw with a Sharpie, but you can use whatever you have. Across the middle of our paper, we're going to start the wavy line. Just all the way across from this side to this side. And I even got it on my table, but I want you to go all the way off, whoops, on each side. Then we're going to add 2 more wavy lines. Just like that. So these will be our different colors of the sea. Next, we're going to draw a semicircle in the middle of our paper because it's the sun sinking down below the horizon line of the sea. Next, we're going to draw a vertical line up. We're going to draw a diagonal line out and another one. You need to make sure these go all the way to the very edge of your paper. Don't let them end halfway, like don't let them end right there. All the way out. You just fill in with different sun rays. So the basic part of the landscape is done. This is not a very complicated drawing. Now we're going to use our warm and cool colors to color the sky and the sea. Okay, so remember that warm colors are reds, oranges, yellows, and even pinks. And then cool colors are blues, purples, and greens. I want you to use at least one orange, at least one red or pink, and at least one kind of yellow for your sky, for your sun. And then I want you to use at least one green, at least one purple, and one blue for your sea. Now for your sky, you obviously have more spaces to put different warm colors, so you can do more than that. If you ended up with maybe a couple more layers in your sea, that's totally fine. I could even add one more here. But you can use one color per section in your landscape. This is an abstract landscape, so it's not meant to look exactly realistic. So I'm going to put on a time lapse and you are going to color yours with warm colors in the sky, cool colors in the water. So my basic sunset is finished, and I think there's a way that we can make this even fancier if you want to, where you can take different shades of the color and add some pattern inside of each shape. So for example, I'll just take a regular green inside of this light green and maybe add some swirls just on top of what I've already colored. And I wouldn't change the color. Like once you pick the color to add those details, I would stick with that color. And I would make it be a color very similar like a darker version of whichever color you're using. So maybe for this teal, I could just add some more wavy lines. For the purple, I might add blue violet. Just do some big swirls, spirals. And this is kind of making it into a Zentangle design. Oops. I'm pressing down really hard with my crayons so that the color shows up. I'm not doing anything super complicated for this. I'm just trying to add some details that will make it more interesting. But you can get creative with this part. For the sky, maybe could do kind of like some zigzags. Maybe just some dashed lines. That one doesn't really show up all that well. If it doesn't show up all that well, you can go back with a darker color and maybe that will help. Yeah, that shows up better. Just whatever you can think of. And like I said, this part is optional, but I do think it makes it look a lot nicer to look at. And you don't even have to do a pattern in every single one. You could maybe skip some and just work your way around it. I don't know. It's up to you. Yeah, I think I'll call it done with just that. But even just doing that little bit helped make it more interesting to look at. I hope you enjoyed this project. See you next time.